the 26th of February 2026, and I'm just waiting for viewers to come, and then I'm going to start stripping the paint off of here. This doesn't stick very well actually, so let me just have a look at this. Oh, there we go. It's live. I'm live. Yeah, but skip. How long it takes for YouTube to send it to people. Right, I've got one. Hi. Right, I'm going to wait until I've got more people, and then I'm going to take this off and carry on stripping the paint. I don't know how many people do live streams when they're actually doing something. I think most people just talk to camera. And I've done, this is the fourth one I've done with paint stripping. It's starting to get a bit boring, but it brings viewers to my channel. So this is why I'm doing the live streams. If you have any questions, please just type it and it should pop up on my screen here. It actually pops up there. So today I discovered how to get it in landscape, so the phone is this way. Before I had it that way. I think it's better like this. Let's get the paint stripper, because someone might ask. Two people. Right, I'll make a start because you're waiting for me to do something. Tell me where you are. Tell me what car you've got. We can have a chat. Right, so yesterday I put one coat of this nitramars on there. I'm only using this because I've got lots of it. This is not very good. There are better ones on the market. Have a look in my videos, and I do a paint stripping comparison video a couple of weeks ago, I think it was. And that one came out worse. So this doesn't seem to be working, but so yesterday morning when I was live, you may have seen it. I don't know. I put the first coat and then I put the second coat, but I didn't video myself doing this. But it is coming off. Yeah, it's not bad. It is coming off. You've got to catch the paint stripper just at the right time, because if it goes dry, then it's hard to get off. So I've got two viewers. Oh, there we go. David again, saw you live feed pop up earlier. Oh, well, you must be in Australia, are you? Tonight. this is boring for me. This is why I turn the live on. I've still got the roof to do. Maybe I should have worn a mic. I don't know. Paint stripper doesn't seem to touch the red oxide that Ford put on. I don't know why. But that just wipes off with ordinary standard cellulose thinners. Western Australia, Perth. I know someone there, but I'm not going to say any names. This is like third or fourth coat of that paint stripper. So in Australia it must be, what's the time now? What is it, about 10 o'clock in the evening, 9 o'clock in the evening. TV if you're watching me. Oh dear. Doesn't seem to have got off as well as it did on the other parts of the car. Yeah. You have a Mark 1, David? Going to need another coat on this bit here. I should throw that in the bin and get good stuff. That hole is there. I don't know if anyone watching knows about these cars. That's where the indicator goes in, and it was like a red bulbous thing on there, made by Tex. And I only put those on the later cars. I think 54, 55, I don't know the exact year. So all the early ones had the indicators in here. I just mask it out because I'm not stripping the paint off on the inside. If that come off with this. excuse the no glasses. These are the wheels the wheels I've got. These wheels are pretty good. They don't come off, but some wheels the bits come off, so that's why I'm wearing this. I'll probably let this run for about 30 minutes. This yellow spray filler, I think that yellow is. It's really thick. As I said before, the people that sprayed black from back to black for me, they weren't really professional, because it was a friend actually. Hi, Missy, is that your name, Missy? You caught me live at last. You've been trying to do that, I know, because you've been messaging me. Have you tried the purple M3 Scotch Brite wheel? Oh yeah, I have, but it does introduce a bit of heat. Let's put this up a bit. I've got one of those stripping wheels. I got it from Lidl or something, like one of those supermarkets. It's not bad, and it does get paint off very well, but it introduces heat. It should probably be fine here because this is not a big panel, but it's no way I would use it on the roof, and that's why I'm not going down that road with any, because I've had so much trouble with them doors. If you look back at the past couple of years, what I've done to the doors, they was all over the place because I welded them. So that's why I'm not using it. Yeah. If you use these a lot, they do introduce heat, but yeah. No, I'm going to put more stripper on there. I think I'll put more stripper here. That's what I do. If you just tuned in, I always moan about this. I'm only using it because I've got loads on and just use it up. Don't buy nitrogen wheels anymore. think you did a great job of the straightening there. Yeah, there was a, oh sorry, I'm not, the camera's still down. Yeah, I was stuck with those doors. Nitro has no bite. Yeah, so getting back to those doors, I do a shout out for someone. He definitely won't mind me telling the name. I got to a point with them doors where I didn't know how I was going to get out of it. They was all over the place. And they, if you remember, if you've seen it, they've had oil canning where it goes boom, 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 like that. And I looked on YouTube, trying all different things. Nothing seemed to be working. And there's a guy called Trevor Hatton, and he's got a YouTube channel called Trev's Blog, and he is a professional panel beater, and he's a perfectionist. He's really good. And I can't remember if he invited me down, or I can't remember what happened, but I think he invited me down to his garage. He was very busy, and yeah, Trev's blog is good, very good. Yeah, keep looking. Unfortunately, he doesn't do that many videos now because he's so busy with his coffee van. I've actually been to his coffee van. It's on the borders of England and Wales, somewhere around there. And yeah, so anyway, he invited me down, and I took one of my doors, and I think I asked him a question, and then he invited me down, which I thought was really good of him. And so I went down there one morning, couple of hours in his garage, and all he did was he got his dolly, and he got his like a slapper that has got like a file finish on it. He got the oil canning out within like 2 minutes. I was astounded, and just watching him do that, I realised the tools I had were wrong. And so he helped me out so much, because I came home, I brought that door home, and I ordered a proper dolly and a proper slapper, and that's how I did it in the end. And then I came across a shrinking disc. He doesn't use shrinking discs, but I found that was the way to get the high spots down. So that's the story with that. So yeah, whenever he brings one out, you know, be sure to watch it, because he is very, very good. He has things planned as well. I follow him on Instagram, and he's always putting his wife's bakery, his wife's cooking on there, and they're always promoting their coffee shop. And it's in a farmer's barn, farmer's yard, on the main road. I can't remember what road it was. But yeah, it's yeah, thank you, Trevor, if you see this. That's that one. I haven't used this either. Mostly use heat from the torch or stuck gun. Yes, they do. Yeah, I've got one of my highest ranking videos is about the spot welder that I bought. If you look on my videos, and I do a review of the spot welder, and I might revisit that, because I was unsuccessful with the welding, the actual spot welding, but for actual dent pulling, they're really good. plastic. That's the green with the black on top of it, and there's the original black underneath. So, is it Messy Laura? Messy Laura, do you have a Mark 1 or do you have an old car? Skoda. I know someone with a Skoda. He's also got a Mark 1. I'm in London. You're not the person I thought you were. This live has been going so far. Oh, 23 minutes. I'm gradually learning all this. I've only this morning discovered that you can do it in landscape, so I may not leave these live feeds on my channel. I don't know yet. Wildlife photography. Wow, nice. Oh, nice one. weather's getting nice, so plenty of opportunity for wildlife. Funny thing is, yesterday I did one live feed. As soon as I turned it on, I think I got 16 viewers. But this today, it's just started off 1, 2, 3, and 4. Strange. No one can work out YouTube how it does things. Hasn't touched it there for some reason. I'll get to the end of this back panel and then that's finish the feed, I think. Coming off straight away, but this is the hard bit. I've noticed that obviously when they spray it on, they might be doing it very thickly. And I noticed the lower sections have always got thicker paint as it gradually runs down. It happens with any paint, but you must have put the paint on really thickly to cover any blemishes. It's a bit awkward to put this on without getting gaps. I've never tried that. Never tried to run a heat gun over the paint. I should imagine that would dry it even more. But it is inflammable, so I don't want to be using heat in case there's a spark. Apparently they do warn you on the tin. But I will do an experiment one day with that. I will. I'm always open to suggestions, but I won't do it here in case the whole lot goes up in flames. So I would do it to a little component or something, see what happens. Yeah. Oh. Bring that head here. Right. Yeah, see, this has gone hard now. I've been waiting a little bit longer than that side. Well, thank you for all these comments. So that's what I really want. Thank you. Like powder coat. It's not more like powder coat than sprayed on. Right. Once I get under to the red oxide, it works better. solid up here again. So Messy, are you a professional body sprayer or repairer? Have you got more knowledge? Because I may be asking you lots of questions when I come to doing the paint. Yeah. Yeah, I've used the Tiger Seal all underneath. I don't know if you've seen the video, so I'm sure it's on a video somewhere. I was very pleased with the Tiger Seal. '87. Wow. I will be definitely getting back to you. First thing I want to know, 80% I was panel with 20% paint. Okay, right. The first thing I want to know is it okay to DA the bare metal with an 80 grit Abranet or any sandpaper before I put the epoxy primer on? Is that too rough, or is that just about right? 80 grit. That's the first thing I want to know. When I've finished all the paint, stripping the paint, first thing I do is going to degrease all the car and then go over with a DA. See, that paint stripper didn't touch it there, because all I'm doing is scraping off the actual paint stripper. Yeah, thank you for that, the sealer. Yeah, I didn't know that. I thought all the sealers were the same. So yeah, I found an M3 screen sealer, which I will be using if I take it out. So I'm going to leave the decision about the screens right to the very end. Yeah, it'll be like the last thing I do before I start painting. 180. Yeah, I've definitely made the decision to use epoxy because the way I work, you know, I'm not like a body repair. I don't do it within hours, I do it within months. So, you know, it's going to be standing here in primer. And the reason I want the epoxy is because it stops any moisture going through onto the steel. And then when I come to do the next coat on top of the epoxy, I will abrase it with Scotch-Brite or what, I will probably rub it down. I have also decided to change to epoxy for the water. Yeah, well, that's it. Everyone's saying the same. Every time I Google it, everyone's saying the same. And when you see YouTube channels of these professionals, I'm following a girl in America at the moment. She's very, very good, and she said she did 4 coats of epoxy and then blocked it down. Well, I don't know. 4 coats of epoxy seems a lot to me, but maybe that's what they do. Yeah, I haven't decided on any makes yet. Because I did do the bottom of the doors with epoxy just as a trial thing, and that was, I think that was 3M. Was it 3M? Can't remember the make now, but yeah, it was a well-known make. I always like to stick to well-known makes. I have heard of Novel before. How long will we be going now? 37 minutes. I just got this little bit to do. Glad when this nacho mousse is finished. When I was still a 1967 Mercedes, I had it on rotisserie, yeah, that's nice, and used 3M sprayable sealer as underseal. Stone chip turned out very good. Yeah, so what I used under here, I'm not really pleased with, is I think it's called Rust Buster, and they developed a really thick 2-pack paint for underbodies. But when I was wiring brush, when I was doing these seals the other day, I slipped and it went up onto the inner seal. It just scratched it. I expected it to be harder than that, but it'd be fine because I'm not going to be driving it through gravel and whatever. I'm only going to be driving it very occasionally, so it's come out okay. Yeah, I wasn't overly impressed with Rust Buster actually. I think the other one that's been going for years is POR. That's supposed to be really hard. Maybe I should have gone over with POR. But it's done now, I'm not revisiting that. See, the whole thing with this, I did get some wrapped up, which, I've heard good news, good stories about that as well. Yeah, that's another one I should have used really. But at the time, Rust Buster were advertising a lot, and it kept popping up. People were saying it's good. So it's not actually gloss. It's like almost a satiny gloss, which is actually more like the original finish, I think, of the car. Although they just dipped them, didn't they? I don't think they sprayed them underneath originally, I don't know. Yeah, good idea. Yeah. The other thing I was thinking of doing, they keep saying that epoxy primer is waterproof. I often wonder, is it? Um, I thought about doing two tests. Um, I, I thought about having a bare bit of metal and the same metal and spray it with epoxy primer and then leave it out. Now, Trevor Hatton did the same thing with something, and leave it outside for a whole year and see how the epoxy primer protects it in the weather. That would be a good test to see if it does actually stop the water coming in. Yeah, yeah. Well, that's base. Yeah, I think that's basically what Ford done. But when I got this car, it had been standing for like 25 years in a really damp garage, and wasn't much paint left underneath. I think I haven't got many photos of that. It's absolutely red rust, and that's why I sandblasted the whole lot. And I haven't got any video of me sandblasting under here because I didn't have a YouTube channel at that time. So, it was also looks great against black suspension. Yeah, well, yeah, under seal back in the day. I always say sometimes under seal can be worse because if it doesn't adhere to the metal properly and it's put on really thickly, if it comes away, the water will get behind it, yeah, and never dry out. Yeah, so over the years, the metal is constantly wet all year round, and that has the worst effect of having nothing really, because if there was no underseal, it would dry out. At least it would dry out, if you know what I mean. Many times I've taken underseal off and big flakes come off and underneath it's red rust. Right, all right, London taxis. I think they had a chassis, didn't they? Not like these. Well, I'll give up now. Still got 3 people. I haven't said anything. Yeah, I'm just about to finish. Thank you very much for all these comments. Really good. Thank you. I'm sure we'll meet again online sometime, or maybe in a car show, whatever. Yeah. Thanks for all the comments. I'm just going to do this and then I'll turn it off. Right, so that's it. Still got a few people watching me, so yeah. So now I've been on for 46 minutes, quite a long time really. Thank you for watching all that time. Oh, right, so yeah. So if you've just tuned in, I'm sorry, I'm just going now. That's the end. So thank you for watching, and I don't know when the next one will be, but maybe midweek next week. Depends what I'm doing, see what happens. All right.